Hello there, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. So, Donald Trump won the thing in Iowa last night, the whatever they call it, and a couple of these things that trade or things that Trump is involved with trade on news whenever he's making news, sometimes or another. So, the first is this Digital World Acquisition Corp, and you can see this thing has skyrocketed today. And this is what we call a SPAC. It's a special acquisition, or sorry, special something acquisition corp. I forget the exact name. Special purpose acquisition corp. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And companies were using these a lot when we were at the market top 2 or 3 years ago to go public. And this is why they use them. Say you have a private company that's gotten really big and you decide you want to go public, meaning you want to offer out shares of it. Companies offer out the shares, they do their IPO, the stock is out there, they take that money and they use that to build the company. That requires a lot of money to do in the sense of investment banking fees and legal fees. A SPAC made things much easier. What would happen would be that a SPAC would form as a company, and you might have heard that they were shell company. Not well, I don't know about shell company. That's probably not a good term, but a blank check company. So it's just a lot easier to start a company when all it is cash. So they start the company, it becomes official, it becomes a real company, but it's just a big pile of cash. Then if they see a company that's private wants to go public, they could just go buy it. So that's a lot easier than doing the traditional way of your traditional IPO. So if you wanted to take a company public, instead of going for the IPO, you would form a SPAC, then you would have the SPAC buy the private company. But regardless, this is Trump has something to do with this, which I'm not really quite sure. Now, I think that this is almost kind of comical. I think this is going to just turn right around. I mean, if you're in it, I guess just stay with it, but be wary or be ready for a quick reversal. Look at this. The last time there was news, I think this is the whole thing where he had his mugshot out there. But as you can see, I mean, it started the day at around 17. He got all the way up to 26-ish, closed at around 20, but then it just started to fall off and there was way more volume that day. So we got a big volume day today. You can see that it's overbought. Right now, the last two times it was as overbought as now. All right, yeah. So this is the RSI indicator. This measures momentum, which is a measurement of how far something has moved from time point A to time point B. If it gets above that, if it gets to an extreme, in other words, most of the time something trades within what would be its normal or typical trading range. If it gets to an extreme above that, we call it overbought. That draws sellers into the market because they're going to be expecting a reversion to the mean. So the last time we got this overbought was up here. And 2 weeks later, we had dropped from, say, 15 down to 1280. This time here, we got up to 20. And a few weeks later, we were back down to 13. And we're at it here again. So if you're in this, congratulations, you're making some nice money, but I would be prepared for a quick reversal. Rumble is the social media thing he's involved with. And we can see here, this really doesn't even look like much. It almost, let me even make sure I got the right stock. Yeah, a little bit of a reversal, but I mean, the volume was much bigger over there. Now, if I own this, I would be looking for, like, say I jumped in here today and I wanted to find a target, I would look right around there for 440, around 440. Now, why would I do that? Well, you notice how 440 was a support level? All right, market goes down, it gets to support. Support's a large group of buyers that are concentrating around the same price or close to the same price. In this case, it's 440. So the market is going lower because there's not enough buyers. Then it gets to support, and all of a sudden there is enough buyers. Some of these buyers start to get antsy that they're going to miss out, so they raise the prices they're willing to pay because the sellers are going to go to whoever is willing to pay the highest price. So this is why sometimes we bounce off of support. Now, another thing that happens in markets a lot is that levels that were support can turn into resistance because there's a lot of people who bought Rumble back here. Now, assuming they still hold it, they're upset because they're underwater. And a lot of them tell themselves, hey, if this gets back up to my price level and I can get out of break even, I'm going to do so. So they're going to be a bunch of remorseful buyers placing sell orders over here. So as a trade, if I was just trading this, my target would be 440. You have to let the market tell you what to do. Some people might say, well, hey, my target is 450. Well, that's really kind of just a guess. That's going to get there. If you look and let the market tell you what to do, the market's telling you, hey, man, it might not get to 450. There's a good chance there's going to be resistance at 440. So if you let the market tell you what to do, it helps you with your order placement. Selling at 440 isn't as great as selling at 450, but it's a lot better than missing it if this thing turns over and goes back down to 3. And then the last one, I guess, is associated is this funware. Unfortunately, this is just really a penny stock, but I think so. There's no options on it, but it's probably going to reverse too. I mean, if you look back over the history of this thing here, whenever it makes a sharp move up, it tends to reverse. That's this thing's personality. So if I was in this, kind of similar to what I just looked at, that to me looks like there's some support around, let's say, 55 cents. So you can see support became resistance. So my target here, if I own this and I was thinking, all right, where should I sell it? For me, I would think up around 55 cents. Okay, everybody, I hope that helps. Please follow me. And pretty soon we're going to launch our trading courses, which is going to be very cool. So please check back in, and thanks a lot. I'll see you soon.